What's up, YouTube? So I'm really excited about this video today. It's a topic that I'm very passionate about, actually. You may ask what that might be, and it's powerlifting. So today we're gonna talk about a guide to your very first powerlifting meet. Super excited about that. We'll hop right into it real quick. Cue the intro. I'm gonna run you through a scenario real quick. Let's say you've prepped, you've been working out in the gym, you're getting really strong, both in your squat, bench, deadlift, maybe you're getting strong with some other lifts too, and you wanna take that to the stage. So you look at what you can do and you come across powerlifting. So I am gonna help you get onto that stage and show everybody what you got. So we're gonna start off with number one, and that is paperwork. So there are a few requirements of what you need, and the first one would be membership. So I'm strictly doing Canada here. I'm not sure what the regulations are with other countries. I know they're probably close to the same, but they're not exactly the same. So for Canada, what you do is you sign up for a membership. I'll show you, we'll hop in the computer real quick. First we'd have to go and get our powerlifting membership. So there's two memberships that you have to buy. The first one would be a Canadian powerlifting membership. It's right around $85. We'll see real soon. And the second one is your province. So if you're from, I'm from Manitoba, but if you're from like BC or Saskatchewan or Alberta, you have to buy a membership for that province. And that's right around 40 bucks too. So you need those two memberships. After you've gotten those two memberships, you will be given a card with your powerlifting number. It should be a 6-digit number and the date you purchased it. So these memberships are good for 1 year. So every year you're gonna have to renew them. Your second form of paperwork that you need is your CCES E-Learning. So that's an anti-doping course that you take for sports. So you do the course, you get your certificate. Now you have your Canadian powerlifting membership, your provincial one, and you have your CCES E-Learning anti-doping certificate. Print both of those out. You will need to show them at the meet, probably within the next couple of years. You won't need to bring it, you'll just need to show a digital representation of it. But for now, make sure it's printed off and it's at the meet with you. You'll also need a form of ID, and for that kind of paperwork, that's about it. So, number two, now that we got the paperwork out of the way, the second thing that you're gonna need to get ready for a powerlifting membership is equipment. So depending whether you're competing classical or like classical / raw, or if you're competing in the equipped class, you will need different equipment. We're gonna go over the classical stuff today because that's the majority of what people do. It often, when you first get into powerlifting, you often just go right into classical or raw. More experienced lifters end up going into the equipped because you can lift a lot more weight. It's a lot more prestigious kind of class that you can go into. But seeing as how you're a beginner and this is going to be your first powerlifting meet, you're probably only going to go into raw or classical because it's just to get your feet wet. There are equipment, there are mandatory equipment and non-mandatory equipment for both classical and unequipped. So I'm gonna go over the mandatory equipment. This is stuff you need at a powerlifting meet. You cannot lift if you don't have this stuff. You'll need a pair of shoes. 2 shoes, they have to be the exact same pair, obviously. So you can have 3 different shoes because there's squat, bench, and deadlift. So you can have 3 different shoes if you want. So these ones are my bench shoes. They say powerlift on them. I got them from InnerStrength. These are mandatory. You need shoes. So your second piece of mandatory equipment should go without saying, but they're socks. Guys, socks. So you need 2 pairs of socks. These ones are my squat socks, but you also need deadlift socks. I don't have my deadlift socks on me right now. They're at my dad's. Yeah, so they're at my dad's right now, but I'll explain the difference between the two of them. So squat socks, short. They just go like slightly past your ankles. You wear them when you squat, and you wear them when you bench. So you need a pair of short socks, and your second pair, you need deadlifting socks, and these socks have to go up to your shins. They're like soccer socks. They have to cover your shins, and they have to go right up to your knee. Just the base of the knee can't go past the knee, because your deadlift socks, you wear them so you don't bleed on the equipment when you're deadlifting. You don't want to bleed on the bar, guys. Don't bleed on the bar. Wear your socks. Now that we're still on clothing, we may as well go to the uncomfortable pair that people don't really like talking about, but is underwear, guys. So you need a pair of underwear, tighty whities. They don't have to be white, they can be any color. Yeah, they're just not allowed to be, they're not allowed to touch your legs, guys. Wear tighty whities. The powerlifting meet often gives you one. However, if it does not, you will need to go out and buy yourself one. Yes, you need an IPF approved one. Well, actually no, you don't need an IPF approved one, but there are certain regulations that you need in order to wear it on stage, but that is a shirt, guys. You have to wear a shirt. Guys or girls, you have to wear a shirt at all times. For deadlift, it used to be that you don't need to wear a shirt for guys, but now they changed that rule. So you need a shirt all the time. Powerlifting meets often give you a shirt with the meet. Sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, you'll have to provide it yourself. If it does provide it, then you can just wear that one on stage. Okay, so the last piece of equipment is a singlet, guys. It's navy blue and yellow. You can get whatever color you want. There is an IPF list of approved equipment. Make sure when you're ordering this equipment that you check that list. I will leave a link down below for that list. So you need a singlet. You can buy Inzer, you can buy SBD, you can buy Titan, but you guys need to wear a singlet. You need your shoes, you need your 2 pairs of socks, and you need your underwear. That's all you need in order to lift at a powerlifting meet. However, there's a couple extra pieces of equipment that you don't need. That you don't need, but if you choose so, you can wear it on stage. So the first one, the most popular one that everybody, or I shouldn't say everybody, but the majority of the population in the powerlifting community wear this, and that is the belt. So for classic, you need a belt. Make sure you check the approved list, guys, but you don't need a belt. You can wear a belt if you choose to do so. This is an Inzer navy blue lever belt. You can either get lever, or you can get a pull one, like the Grizzly, but don't wear the Grizzly because Grizzly's not IPF approved. But yeah, so you can wear a pull one. I'll put one up on the screen right there just so you guys can see it real quick. You need one or the other. So optional, once again, I would definitely 100% recommend it. And the second one, lots of people don't use it. I'd say it's a 50-50. Half the people use it, half the people don't use it. And these are wrist wraps. So you can wear wrist wraps when you're squatting or when you're benching. Either one, it's fine. Not mandatory equipment, you don't need it, but if you want, you can use it. That is it for equipment that you're allowed to wear on stage. So there's actually, one last thing. A mouth guard. You can actually wear a mouth guard on stage. I bought one because I wanted to use one so I don't grind my teeth, but to be honest, it just makes me gag, so I don't wear it anymore. But yeah, you can wear a mouth guard on stage as well. All equipment that you wear on stage, you must show to the equipment checker. So whoever's checking your equipment the morning of the meet, you have to show everything that you're wearing on stage, and they'll tell you whether it's approved or not approved. Normally people just get caught on their underwear or socks. Everything else, as long as you check the approved list, is fine, but sometimes it's not if it's tampered with. And you don't know what to do, ask somebody, They'll run you through it, they'll help you. Don't worry, don't feel nervous. Everybody was in your position at one point or another.